Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, leading up to the start for the 9th season of the Walking Dead television series. In this one, we're going to give our thoughts, kind of a dead update for today or lately. A lot of the fan responses lately that I've been seeing, a lot of fans, it seems, jumping ship even before the Walking Dead Season 9 has started. Yeah, man, so that's what I thought we would start with this one. Then we'll get into some of your guys' Q&A questions afterwards, because there isn't a whole lot of news right now for The Walking Dead. I mean, Fear has been, awesome, and basically Fear right now is The Walking Dead. So if you want to watch The Walking Dead and you haven't been watching Fear, just watch Fear, because it's pretty much the same now. You have like Morgan-led episodes with new characters that don't really even feature any of the characters from Fear before, and yeah, more references to The Walking Dead than Fear. So you're getting Walking Dead episodes in Fear, which is kind of cool. So if you're a fan of Morgan, you got to check out Fear the Walking Dead for sure. So for this one, fans jumping ship even before the Walking Dead Season 9 has begun. And this is something that I've been seeing a lot lately, and of course since the trailer came out. The trailer was pretty exciting this year. They've kind of AMC posted and they removed it, which is strange. So you can still watch it online though if you want to see the trailer. And I thought the trailer was hot. I was like, oh, this is a good trailer. This looks like a lot of fun. Looks like it's going to be a great season, at least for the first half. And after that, I mean, who knows? We'll see. And then I did the video last week for the last kind of update, which is that Lydia has been cast in the TV series. And basically, the community response from that one was, Trev, who gives a shit? I was just like, wow, okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. I get how you guys are feeling, absolutely. I think it's just that when that news kind of came out with the whole Rick thing and what's been going on this season and certain people leaving and that whole deal and it kind of being spoiled, and Andrew Lincoln even acknowledging it at that point at Comic-Con, which is something that I never thought we would see happen. If you guys watch my videos leading up to Comic-Con, I said, like, there's no way they're going to acknowledge that Rick is going to die this year or leave. There's no way they're going to confirm that Rick Grimes is going to be gone from The Walking Dead, but they did. So even I was shocked at that one. I was really, confused they would actually confirm that without kind of bringing it to a season first. I kind of thought it'd be sort of a who did Negan kill type of deal, where they would try to squash it, even if they had to film like 11 different character endings or whatever. They would try to squash the spoilers and they would try to squash the discussion on it. But they didn't do that this time. This time they let it out. They let everyone know, yes, it's Rick's last season, this kind of deal. So choose your theory. Is he being killed off? Is that why Shane's coming back for a scene? Is he leaving? Whatever's going to happen. And I didn't really realize that with that information kind of coming out, a lot of viewers, and they said so as much, like about half the viewers for The Walking Dead said that they were done with it after Rick's done. But going into the season, I never thought like people would be like, yeah, Trev, we get it. We appreciate you making your videos and doing your stuff. But the thing is we don't care, because after that, we're probably not going to watch anymore. So it's just really crazy to see, and I don't know how to respond to it yet. So we'll see how this whole thing plays out and how this year goes. But yeah, Rene Maier here said, LMFAO, who cares anymore, right? And I got a lot of comments like that. A lot of people were like that. Also, just to let you guys know, I did pick up the Blu-ray for Season 8. So I'm going to go through it this week when I get it. Season 8 for The Walking Dead Blu-ray just hit. So every year I go through it and I let you guys know whether or not it's worth buying. I check the deleted scenes to let you know what the deleted scenes are. We kind of do a review for the DVD and the Blu-ray, whether or not it's worth it, the commentary and all that, whether or not kind of the special features and the add-ons are worth it. I figured, even though kind of I'm not sure where the fan base is at right now for Walking Dead, I decided I buy it anyway because so that I can share it with you guys. And if you're interested in finding out what the special features are and all that stuff, then the video will be there for you guys. And if not, that's cool too. I kind of feel like I have to buy it at this point because I have every season. It'd be weird if I stopped collecting the sets now, especially we're getting so far into the series. It's kind of like I'm obligated to buy it through till the end and do this with you guys until the very end. And that's really what I'm saying. So whatever's going on with you guys, I get it. It's cool. If you're not into it so much anymore, that's cool. You don't have to watch all the videos or whatever if you don't want to. I'm going to post them anyway. And if you guys are into it, great. And if you guys are like, Trev, we don't care because of Rick, it's like, okay, I get that. That's cool too. And it's going to be a challenging probably a couple years for me, because I'm going to have to try to find things to produce that you guys are interested in, that you guys do care about. And so I'll try to publish as many Walking Dead videos as I can for about half the audience that's still going to be into it after Rick leaves, or is killed, after Andrew Lincoln leaves, let's say. For those half, I'm still going to produce what I'm going to do. But then for the other half that are not into it anymore, I'm going to try to mix it up and kind of check out more new series and do new reviews for more series. And of course, next year, Game of Thrones last season is coming on, so we'll be doing some videos for that. So, we'll be mixing up a little bit, but also staying true to what the channel is, and my favorite TV series ever, which is The Walking Dead, and then everything else kind of coming afterwards. So we're going to kind of mix that up and kind of do both. I want to thank everybody for all your support, by the way, too, guys, because without you guys here, especially as The Walking Dead is going through such a tough time this year with all the changes going on with the series and all that, even though Fear, I feel like, has been kind of given a boost because they brought Morgan over, so they gave him to Fear, so that's helped Fear continue. But the original series, definitely, we can't argue, the original series is struggling this year for sure. It's going to struggle. It's going to be a tough year for, I think, us fans, all of us hardcore fans of The Walking Dead. It's going to be a tough year, right? I think we can all agree that. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around with the channel, for staying subscribed, for watching the videos, for leaving the comments, questions, all that stuff, and just all your support. Because the reality is that, I probably wouldn't be able to do this at this point if it wasn't for you guys. You guys who are here, who come and check out the videos, who go to the channel, you guys keep it alive. You guys keep it going. And even if, new people aren't coming in that much, and there isn't that many new viewers to The Walking Dead at this point because it's been on so long, those you guys who have stuck around and, and stayed with the channel and helped keep supporting it through your viewership, or people who help out through Patreon, or by buying a Trev Stand 2 shirt, it does help a lot keep it going, just keep everything going, because I do dedicate about 10 to 20 hours a week to the channel with you guys, and I try to come up with as best of stuff as I can during that time, whatever that ends up being. So link will be in the description if you want to check out the Patreon page or my store. You can check it out, and just thank you guys so much for all your support. If you can't do it, that's cool. If you can't swing it, that's totally cool. No problem at all. Just thank you for watching. Thank you for staying active, and I hope that a lot of you guys will still stick with me and still stick with the series at least until the mid-season finale, and then after that we'll see. But at least for the half, I think we owe it to them after this many years. I know there's all this news coming out and a lot of it's doom and gloomy, but I think we should at least give them a chance, at least give them this first half, and see where things are going. And then, of course, by the time the second half of season 9 rolls around, we'll have to see how many people are still into it. But at least I think we got to give them a shot. We got to give them a chance and see how they're going to do this. Reality is circumstances do arise. We're all human, and one person can't necessarily commit to 10 or 20 years, playing the same role in a different country to where they live, and, hundreds of episodes. And, Andrew Lincoln has put a lot of work for the series and done a lot for it. So let's just, let's see how this whole adjustment period goes through, and let's at least give them a shot and see what they can do for us. And if it doesn't work, then, it doesn't work. But let's at least try. Let's at least, I think, continue on until that point and see how things go, and then kind of judge afterwards, right? Judge once we've seen it, right? Rather than jumping ship preemptively before Rick is even leaving or is even killed, at this point. So what I'm basically saying is going to keep right on going at least until the mid-season finale for this year, for season 9, and then after that we'll see. And then username Rick Grimes actually asked, Trev, can you show us that poster behind you? It looks cool. Love your videos, bro. So there you guys go. You can see it back there. It's actually an old school poster I got. I think it's freaking wicked. And I think it fits like perfectly with this season. I think it maybe too well, right? So it was in my basement. I bought it back in season 3. It's actually fan art, so I don't even think you can get it anymore. I don't even see it on eBay or anything anymore. Someone made it. I don't know who. I bought it back in season 3 for like $10, free shipping, and it's wicked cool. I just thought it was cool to see Rick as a walker. That's what it would look like. I've had it for years. I threw it in the basement in the corner. I just found it this year when I was cleaning, and I was like, oh man, I gotta put this up, right? That's season 9 right there. That's how people are feeling right now. You know what I mean? That represents the community right now. So I gotta put it up. I might even move it to the left side so it's not hidden kind of behind me and it's more in plain sight for you guys, because That's season 9 right there, right? You know, isn't that trippy? That's a trip, right? I just stare at it sometimes, look at it, I'm like, wow. You know, so whoever made that, I don't know who it was, but whoever did the art for it did a damn good job, and it's really cool. So yeah, man. So Blu-ray, review coming soon. So the other thing was ZNation versus The Walking Dead. So ZNation, I'll have another video on that coming for you guys probably tomorrow. It's going to be returning September 7th, and surprising to me, this is really strange to me. They're going to have talking zombies in ZNation, so it's like that's normal for ZNation, that kind of stuff. But it's kind of a nice play on The Walking Dead because they got whisperers coming where they think the zombies are talking, but it ends up being just people dressed as zombies. ZNation's like, we're going to do the talking zombies. So I did a video on that. It's in the channel if you guys haven't seen it. But the reason why I wanted to mention this is because this is the weirdest. It's like I'm living in Bizarro world. This is the strangest thing ever. So I'm making these videos with you guys. I'm doing this with you guys, and I'm seeing more people interested in ZNation than The Walking Dead. It's like, what is happening here? Like, what is going on here? Seriously, more people are interested in the ZNation topic videos from what I'm seeing in the last week or two than the original Walking Dead TV series. It's just like the weirdest. I never in a million years would have imagined that that at least the viewers for the channel and you guys seem to be more interested in ZNation than the Walking Dead original series. It's just like, yeah, man, the Walking Dead's been on a long time. You know what I mean? For that to happen, the Walking Dead, has been on a while. So that's crazy stuff. Jason Lib says, hey, Trev, I hope you can keep your channel going. If you think it's worth your time, I enjoy your videos, and you're a great boost for a lot of the shows I like. So thank you, Jason, and thank you all of you guys. And I kind of wanted to, as I mentioned before, appreciate all of your guys' support. And we're gonna try, man. We're gonna try to keep it alive or go zombify. We're gonna die trying, right? We're gonna do the best we can. Emotionally, it's gonna be tough, but whatever. Let's see how it goes. And let's just what else can we expect to do? What should I do? Just not produce any videos and just quit? Like, would you guys be happy with that? Would you be happier if I just stopped making videos altogether? I mean, I don't think that would be good at all, right? Because that's kind of what it is. Like, you're there, you're serving a purpose, you're having fun with people, you're trying to entertain, you're trying to have fun, you're trying to talk about things that entertain you and that you like. And, it wouldn't be fair to you guys for me to just quit altogether either. Even if half the audience left, the other half, it wouldn't be fair to them because then they'd be like, hey, Trev, we were looking forward to at least a few videos a week and you're not making any. It's like, that's not fair to you guys either. So, I'm going to definitely continue on and try to do the best we can in this next trying year. It's going to be a difficult year, I think, for sure. Both emotionally and even, physically as a result too, right? Kristopher Wickline says, by now, Trev, do you think, and for everybody here can answer in the comments, do you think AMC regrets killing Carl? So that is a great question, man. At this point, when you think it through, it's hard to tell whether or not they knew that Andrew Lincoln was going to leave in Season 9. Now, he had said that they had discussed this back in Season 4, that they needed like an exit strategy or something like that for Rick. So it really comes to question, did they do it on purpose to kill Carl off in Season 8, knowing that Andrew Lincoln would be leaving in Season 9? Like, did they do it to cap off Rick's story there and have his son be a supporting character to Rick? Because here's what it is. If you kill Carl off because Rick's leaving, then you're basically making it that Carl is a supporting character for Rick, and Rick is kind of the A-lister, and Carl's, he's an A-lister too, but he's supporting Rick's story, right? Like, Rick's story is the greater overall story, and Carl is a part of that story. If you do it the other way around, then all of a sudden Carl, if the series goes on long enough, Carl would have become this like old man Carl idea, or Carl would have become the new lead for the series in the teen season. So as you get to season 11, 12, 13, 14, he would have been the lead for the show at that point, and Rick in turn would actually be kind of a supporting character for Carl long term if the series lasts long enough. But it sounds like for one reason or another, it hasn't been concretely explained out. I'd like to see at least, Gimple or somebody, Chandler Riggs has kind of done it, but they don't give him all the information either, right? I'd like to see somebody kind of come out and tell us, like, why they killed Carl off, why it was, but we maybe we will never get that answer as to, he kind of did, but it was like because of Negan and the story, and it's like, yeah, is that really true? I don't know. I guess it makes sense, but was it really worth it? So I think if it was just for that, if it was just for Season 8 storyline, then they probably do regret it, because they're probably thinking like, man, at least if we had Carl there and Rick was killed off, you could still have Carl in the series, and he could be a top draw for the series. You could put him on the Blu-ray covers. You could put him on the DVD covers, because everyone would probably want to see Carl continue after his father has gone, and that sympathy would just make him more popular and make him be that forefront character to where everyone's like, oh man, Carl's out-survived his father. And, it would just be important in that way. So I'll tell you this. Here's the way I'll say this. If I was the one who made that decision to kill him off in Season 8, I would absolutely be regretting that I did that now. I would have killed Tara off instead. Even if it was by a grenade, nothing against Lana Masterson, but Lana, Tara, you're getting grenaded instead of losing Carl for the series. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm sorry. It is. So I would think that they probably do regret killing Carl for this point. Yeah, I think so. J.M. Clinton 8 says, Carl's love interest about Lydia. Carl's love interest without Carl. It's like, yeah, so I guess that makes sense. Also why maybe there was so much kind of negative, not generated towards me, but just people about the news of Lydia being cast. They're like, who cares? Maybe that has something to do with it too. Maybe it's not just the Rick thing, but it's also like, who cares if you're casting her now when you already killed the character she's kind of a support character for? You killed off Carl, and she's a part of Carl's story, so nobody cares now. It's like, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think they should regret killing Carl off at this point. Yes, I do. Jeff Price says, Lydia and Enid, isn't it obvious? It's like, I don't know if Enid's into that, dude. So I don't know. But maybe an older version of Henry or something after a time skip. Robert Collins Laponte says, if Josh McDermott, Eugene, ever wants to leave the show, we can just recast him with Trev. No need to riot, right? So it's probably the hair, right? It's the hair game that makes him say that, because I got kind of been making YouTube videos, haven't gone to the hairdressers in 5 months type of deal, right? I'm just gonna, when I get time after, I'm just gonna probably buzz it again, go in Shane style, right? Because Shane's come back too, so it's good. Fits perfectly. D. Wuju says, Trev, have you noticed that Daryl's new knife weapons are exactly the same as comic betas? What are your thoughts on that? So I hadn't really thought about that. Do I think Daryl could be our TV series version of Beta? No, they would never do that. Turn Daryl into a bad guy would be like the worst, especially after Rick leave, it would be like the worst decision ever, because you already have so much space for a strong lead for the series, and without Rick there, it's like, regardless of how everybody feels about Daryl, you have to respect that he's there. You're going to need him more than ever. Let's put it that way. Regardless of what Norman Reedus has to say, you're going to need him more than ever. And Obvious Taste says, at this point, I really don't think Lydia matters. Her story just isn't going to be the same without Carl, and nobody gives a shit about Henry. Now without Rick, Maggie dying, leaving in the season 9, all my interest in this show has drastically decreased. Not to mention Morgan is gone, and they wrote Dwight off the show. I honestly don't think the show will survive this one. So, yeah, man, we'll see. Obvious Taste. It isn't that obvious whether or not it will. So, but we got to give them a try. We got to give them a chance to see what they can do with it. And you're right, man. There's a lot of changes this year for fans of the series. I get if people are really turned off the series with how things have gone here, but we got to at least give it a chance, give it a try, see how it goes. Watch, at least watch the first half and see how it turns out. And then at that point, if it doesn't turn out so good or people are really, really upset, then at that point, I think it's probably fair if we say, okay, as fans of 9 years or whatever, it's time to move on, right? So let's see. Anyway, that'll be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for all your support, guys. You guys are the best. You can like the video. You can share. You can favorite. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. It's all good. Good, not good, pros, cons, whatever. Leave me in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. And that'll be it for today's video. I'll see you guys again probably tomorrow for another. For ZNation, as always, it's Trev. And I'm saying peace later, guys. See you soon.